session is the Golden Gate and Beyond, and I'm from beyond, the heart of the San Joaquin Valley. And I'm going to read from my new novel, Jesse's Ghost, which is set in the dead center of the state in the San Joaquin Valley. And it's a story of betrayal and tragedy, but it's also a story of friendship among these three boys: Jesse, the eponymous hero of the title, who just happens to be known as the toughest kid in the Central Valley; his good friend, best friend, Sonny; and another boy named Mitch, who is the son of a Basque rancher named Sam Echeverry. And the section I'm going to read takes place in the summer, after the boys have finished harvesting the first crop of tomatoes. Sam Echeverry just put in the biggest acreage of tomatoes in that area of the San Joaquin Valley. And he bought the boys tickets to come up to San Francisco to see the San Francisco Giants play. And this was the era when the great Willie Mays was playing. And Sonny is the narrator. At the ranch, we finished shipping out the first picking of tomatoes, and we were all damn happy about it. Mitch's daddy was happy too and said, "I bought tickets for all of us to go up and see the Giants." Sam didn't say outright, "You boys did a good job with those tomatoes," but that's what he meant. We got to the stadium out on Candlestick Point in plenty of time. Cottony clouds slid overhead and disappeared, leaving the sky clear blue. Despite the June sun, a cold wind whipped in across the water through the open outfield, and I was glad I brought a jacket. We sat looking down at first base. Good seats, so you could see from home plate to the cyclone fence in the outfield in one sweep. Me and Jesse really didn't know squat about baseball, though Mitch did, because his daddy was always listening to games, especially when he was cutting his lawn of crabgrass around the house with his push mower, the radio blaring from a bedroom window. Mitch followed the Pacific Coast League and owned a whole set of baseball cards of San Francisco Seals players from when he was a kid. He didn't know much about any major league teams except during World Series time, at least up until the Giants moved to San Francisco. But by then, he was too old to collect cards. Sam bought himself a beer and us Cokes and bags of peanuts. We envied Sam his beer, but knew he wasn't about to buy us none. Pretty soon, Jesse went to take a piss, and when he come back, he had 3 fresh Coke cups for him, me, and Mitch. "Sorry they wouldn't let me buy you a beer, Sam," Jesse said. "That's okay," Sam said. "Here comes a vendor." I tasted my Coke, and it was beer. I don't know how Jesse did it, but all 3 of our Coke cups had beer in them. Sam sure as hell saw the foam on our upper lips, but he was a good sport and didn't say anything. The game started, and I felt light and dizzy, like a kid on a swing. Mitch's favorite player was the pitcher, Juan Marichal, and Sam's was Willie McCovey. If they pitched to Willie, Sam said, he'd knock the ball out of the park every time. Fans tumbled out of the low bleachers in the outfield, pressed against the cyclone fence when McCovey came up. They did the same thing when Willie Mays batted, but Sam wasn't as fond of him. "He's a New Yorker," Sam said. But Jesse got fascinated with the way Willie Mays always stepped on first base when coming into the dugout from the outfield, and then on second base when he ran to the outfield for the next inning. He always stepped on a bag, never the line. The first time Willie Mays came up, the pitcher threw the ball at his head, but Willie flopped backward on the ground so quick the ball whizzed over him. Mitch told us that Willie said they could throw at him as much as they wanted, but he wouldn't be there. Jesse liked that about him too. "He never gets hit," Mitch said. And the way he did basket catches like a grammar school kid, breaking all the rules of the big league players and getting away with it. But more special was his stepping on the same bases when he was going in and out of the outfield. 9 times on second base when he ran to center field, and 9 times on first when he come back to the dugout. Like there was some magic in those regular steps that made him great. The Giants' dugout stretched directly below us, And when Mays jogged in from the outfield, Jesse shouted, "Say hey, Willie," the way other fans did. And it almost looked as if the Say Hey Kid, as he was called, glanced up at Jesse like he recognized him. Thank you.